Yo Mama so fat she tripped over the Capellan Confederation and shattered the Free Worlds League. Yeah, that's right, it's on. Want to come get some? I'm right over here. Come on, come on. Something mechs, they're doing really well. The Phalanx is really proving itself useful. And on the other hand, we got Cracker's units, which I did not take a picture of, and I feel very, very disappointed in myself regarding it. In this scenario, Honor Duel, the person with the highest BV unit has to place his unit first on the board within 6 hexes of the center, and then the other player has to produce a unit of their choice within 6 hexes of that unit. And those two units are honor dueling from that point forward. In terms of game value, the honor duel allows the person or the people that are dueling to get triple the value of the target that they're killing in BV. Or if they put it into force withdrawal, just double. Or if they completely ignore the duel and just go about their normal engagement, then the whole duel is called off. It is an interesting experiment in terms of scenario creation because it allows a clan assault unit to be put out there because it's been forced to duel, whatever, and if you're facing another clan opponent, they at least have some incentive to actually keep the duel alive, because often with the point scale at these games, that's usually winning the game immediately, because at any point in time after turn 3, if you've killed more BV worth of unit than they deployed, which is 5,000, then you instantly win the game. And if they put like some 3,000 BV, Daishi out there or something, and you kill it, that's worth 9,000 BV. You instantly win the game. But in this case, my buddy played it like an Intersphere player probably should every time. And when I was forced to place the Titan 2E, because it was the most expensive unit on the board, as the Honor Dueling member, he responded in kind by Honor Dueling with the Savannah Master. He is not going to engage in that Honor Duel. He's going to turn around and run away immediately. So we probably figured that the Savannah Master was just, yelling Yo Mama jokes at the Titan 2E pilot, knowing full well that the Titan 2 could never catch up with it. He goes ahead and places the Savannah Master in the city in such a way that I can't immediately get line of sight to the thing, which is smart. But it's going to be ultimately futile. Despite his attempt to get out of the way as fast as possible, the Titan 2 manages to still get a shot off on it. He thinks he's safe. He thinks that the Titan 2 is going to just sit around and wait for the Preda to back him up. Nope. He does not take those Yo Mama jokes lightly, moves over there, opens up with the SRM and the medium laser, and just blows the thing to hell and back. Boom! Instantly. Three times the value of the unit. At what, 215 BV? So it's nothing. It seemed pretty straightforward when he was positioning the dueling Yo Mama's joke wielding Savannah Master out there that he wasn't going to get shot, but no, I just enough movement, and it was positioned in such a way. He was being very conservative with the movement so he wouldn't slide into a building or something, but no, it wasn't far enough. And his heavier units were nowhere near close enough to do anything about it. But it isn't the first time that we're going to have to swat down another one of these little hovercraft. He's got 2 more of them. And they begin harrying around, getting the highest maneuver number that they can, generally trying to be as safe as possible because, those, warmed up death ports on the mechs, they just want to spew hot love, which is, it's wise. I'd get the hell out of Dodge, too. Preda begins moving forward with the infantry, hanging on for dear life into the city. We're going to dismount them somewhere around there into those office buildings and let them move forward. Meanwhile, Cracker tries to very carefully choose what shots he's going to make downrange. Again, I have learned from the past 2 games that I want to get in close with that Titan 2E and open up with the MM9s with the SRMs. So I'm not going to open up with any kind of long-range shot, so help me. But the Mercs, or Cracker, has already made his bed. He has moved the Cyclops way to the left of the field. I'm going to start diverting to the right as I push the infantry into the building because the, nice protective enclave, or at least the buildings make the infantry really, really useful. And he begins moving his catapult way over into the other side. And again, that just falls into everything that I want to do. I see where he's going. I'm slightly more maneuverable, and I've got him. I've got the upper hand. So I begin moving everything that I can over to the right, pressing the Titan 2E as fast as I can, but very selectively picking the direction that he's going to go in so that he doesn't get a whole lot of shots in return. Preda starts running over the building because that's faster than trying to go, well, it's better than jumping over. I didn't want the mod to go over and take care of those hovercraft that are currently skirting around. Preda opens up with everything that it can on the hovercraft, misses completely. The Phalanx, however, opens up on the hovercraft. We do not use the SRMs, we just use their guns. They manage to tag it twice. One of them is a motive crit, disables the vehicle. The crew will abandon. I gotta love those random BBs. This Gauss rifle wielding monstrosity is an answer to the clan threat, or at least from Michelson Industries it is. It was quickly sold to the Lyrans and the Davians, where it made short work of everything that it faced. Its chief failing being its speed. It's the Yellow Jacket. And would you believe this thing isn't even the most terrifying version? There's an Arrow 4 version with this thing that you load that thing up with homers and it is unstoppable. He loses initiative and begins pulling back the hovercraft into the back section of the building. Again, he moves the catapult over on the right side of those numbered terraformer-looking buildings over there on the side. But I can't afford to allow him just to move that Cyclops however he wants, so I begin leaping the Prado away behind the building to give him something to think about when he begins moving the Cyclops forward. And he carefully selects a position that doesn't allow an immediate backshot in the next turn, or at least the current turn, while the Titan 2E begins moving forward again. He's clustered into those buildings near the terraformers, charging in, trying to get a shot off against the catapult. But unfortunately, the catapult was able, because of defensive fire shenanigans, or at least being able to elect what is blocking, what's not, based on whoever shot first. He elects to allow the building to be blocking. Bummer for me. Meanwhile, he opens up on the infantry and completely devastates the building. But I gotta remind myself, as often I have to do, I have to get aggressive. Right now, he's out of position. The Cyclops is not a very fast mech. The catapult's out there by himself. And right now, the catapult is about to go toe-to-toe with the Titan II. Yes! So I begin pushing the Titan II forward out into the open on the other side of the building, which is very hard to see from this camera shot, to do as much damage as possible. I elect to move the infantry out into the open because it turns out with the stealth armor that you're actually going to receive less damage that way unless they get a lucky shot. And I allow the prey to just start leaping forward. Again, he's really fast. The fact that he moved away the previous turn is kind of irrelevant. I can keep jumping over there back towards the catapult because we're going to put all the firepower that we can on that catapult, put it down, and then take out the Cyclops. And though we got the catapult right where we wanted, I'm actually very mindful of the heat load on the Titan II because I just don't want it to suffer from exploding knee syndrome or something. So the shots don't really do a lot of damage. I open up the front of it, but I don't do anything significant. Again, we're going to keep pressing this tactical opening. We're going to keep moving forward as far as we can. We got the infantry out there huffing it out there in the open. And I kind of wish I left them on the Preda at this point because they're having to walk out there to their destination. And they're just so slow with just 2 movement points. But I'm just whining. Cyclops doubles up on the distance that he's moving, trying to get over to help his buddy as fast as he can, but he does not have a clear shot. I am trying to make, or at least take advantage of that building's awkward positioning right there to allow the Titan 2E to live a little bit longer while he's continuing to backpedal with the catapult as much as he can. And at the beginning of the turn, my buddy has some really tough choices he needs to make. He's got the Titan II in a compromised position, but the Preda is quick and capable of taking advantage of any exploit. Does he group up, or does he separate out and try to flank and surround the Titan II? He elects first to move the Cyclops up forward, trying to again group up with the catapult. I in turn see that there's kind of a heat problem on the Titan II. It's not bad, it's just -1 movement point, and I decided to make the best of it. Stop, going to go unload on that Cyclops, while the Preda leaps behind him to do some damage. Again, it's not the best. You got like an assault mech, and it's going to take a few turns to chew through the back of them. This whole tourney has had lots of low unit count assault mechs, and it's made for some interesting decisions. Here you can actually see the record sheet of that Cyclops. Look at it. It's getting opened up shot after shot. And we haven't really, you know, done anything significant, but the center torso is pretty ripped up on that thing. Catapult turns around, opens up with its blinkers on the Titan II. Doesn't really do much of damage. Gauss Rifle even connects to the Titan II. Doesn't, I mean, the damage is getting spread pretty far and wide, but the Titan II takes it like a champ and only manages to fail its PSR, falling over. You know, I'll live with that. Now again, this is what I love about the Titan II, or at least what I found out about it. It handles like an old school assault mech. You've got to be have a lot of finesse about what weapon system you're going to use, how you're going to plan your move, and you got to think about it like a few turns in advance, because it's like moving a dreadnought. It's so cool. Anyhow, he gets back up, he shakes off, gets the sand out of the actuators, and begins unloading again on that Cyclops, or at least he will. As the Preda finds a maneuvering target, we're going to keep hammering the front of that Cyclops to open up its internal structure, because the center torso is pretty badly messed up, but he backs the Cyclops up against the back of the map, so I can no longer get back shots. That's a bummer. But this is it. This is the game. I can win it right here. Remember, I have to put in the force withdrawal more BV than he actually deployed, or at least equal it out. And because I won the honor duel with the Savannah Master, if you can call that winning anything, if I put that Cyclops down or put him into force withdrawal, which isn't much, I will win the game right then and there. So I make an educated decision. I stop this Titan II. I decide to go ahead and open up with everything. He's already under heat load. I'm going to hit him again, opening up with everything, weapons free, and it tags him over and over again. MML, heavy PPC. We open up everything. Look at his record sheet up there. We've got all kinds of center torso crits. None of them were worthwhile. Oh, bummer. This was an educated guess. An educated shot. I could have won right here. And here we are, pegging like 23 hit. Shutdown roll after shutdown roll. Pass. Explosion roll. Check, check, check. And guess what I fail? I fail the 4+ shutdown roll, and he can't even stand up under the fusillade. He falls down under it. Ugh. So the Cyclops is down. The Titan is shut down. And here we are. This is the 11th hour. I just gotta put something into forced withdrawal, and with a turn lost on the Titan, he might live through another round of shooting. I go ahead and try to take a look at what I got. Now the Preda can actually maybe force withdraw the catapult, and that'll buy us just a little bit of time while the Titan sorts itself out. Now this is really painful. The infantry move forward, they open up on the Savannah Master. They're going to absolutely deck it when the time comes around, having the SRMs actually connect with the thing. We don't even bother trying to fill in the record sheet, because there's just no way it could have filled it out. Cyclops, he takes an educated guess, and my buddy decides to make him stand up and stand and deliver against the Titan II, because it's still in working condition, even though the center torso is nearly cored. But he does not buy into the gambit that I threw the Preda out there to deal with the catapult for a little while, and continues to focus fire everything onto the Titan. Again, surprisingly, he doesn't put it down. Of course, it's got a shutdown engine, and it's just going to fall over because it can't pass that. But he does not kill the Titan. It's awesome. But I do manage to try and kick the catapult. I swing, I miss, and the Preda's going to fall down despite it. And when the Titan does fall, it it ended up causing enough damage onto the structure that it did cause it to be enforced withdrawal. Calling the game right there, mostly on account of time. We had run the clock out quite a bit on this one because it was a nail biter at the end. It was so close, but we went ahead and called it in terms of destroyed BV. Give him another turn or two. I might have been able to turn it around, but this was a good game by my buddy Cracker, and this has been an Ouchies Batrep, and thanks for watching. Get excited there. Die. Okay, so it's 5? 12.
So
Yeah, you're right. I even have I'm a cheating gets what I am. Sorry about that. Let's see. Locations for the SRMs.